welcome back to Faith and Arrow Homestead. My name is Jaylee, and today we're going to start some microgreens together. It is January, and my body, so this is actually what happened. I was watching a video from Jess of Roots and Refuge Farm, and she was in her greenhouse thinning out her broccoli starts. And she was like, I always overplant my broccoli starts because when I thin them out, I snack on them. I can eat them. And as I was watching her eat them, my mouth was watering. And I have learned through my pro-metabolic health journey that that is oftentimes an indicator that there's something your body needs. That has to be, just a disclaimer, that has to be combated when it comes to things that your body can become addicted to, like sugar. Your mouth can water when you see something sugary. That doesn't mean your body needs it. It means your body is addicted to it. So that's different. But watching, like literally, I was salivating watching Jess eat these broccoli starts. So I was like, okay, I think I need some green in my life, which at this point you will have seen my video about using a tote to kind of create a cold frame outside, and I've got some kale. So I've known for a while now that I've been really wanting some leafy greens in my life, and that's why I started those kale plants. But you can actually plant and harvest and eat microgreens very quickly in a matter of just a couple of weeks, maybe even less. And so I want to go ahead and get a couple of those going, and literally I'm just going to snack on them. I had the idea of doing microgreens this time last year, and I never did it, but I did purchase the seeds. I got these from Azure Standard, and I have a bag of mung beans, and these are actually this one. And then I've got radish seeds, and as you can see here, it says for sprouting. Now, really quick, I don't mean to be controversial. This is just what I've read and how I feel about it. I've heard it said that sprouting versus microgreens, first of all, what's the difference? Microgreens you actually plant in soil, and you clip them, you harvest them, and you eat them. So they're actually growing in soil. Sprouting is when you soak the seeds in water, and they sprout, and as soon as they sprout, within like 3 days, you eat them. I was originally going to do sprouting because it's much faster. This will probably take a week and a half to 2 weeks. Sprouting happens in like 3 to 5 days. I was originally going to do sprouting, but upon doing research, actually discovered that sprouting can be dangerous. It can be a source of salmonella, and I don't remember now, E. coli maybe. I don't remember exactly what all you could get from it, but because basically it's food out at room temperature, and there's a sweet spot once they sprout before they cross over into being bad, and I don't trust my own judgment enough to feel safe doing that. So I ended up not doing the sprouting, which is why I have these and never did anything with them. But then microgreens is not that way, because it's actually, not only is it alive, but it's staying alive after it sprouts and becoming a plant. And so it's safer. You don't have to worry so much about like the salmonella, the illnesses, whatever it was. So we're going to do some microgreens. We're going to do radish seeds and mung beans. And I'm going to do just this little container here, nothing crazy, because they grow so quickly that by the time these sprout, I can go ahead and start another little tray. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to keep them rotating, so that for the next few months until I'm able to get things out in the spring garden, I can have greens. And it's interesting to me, I've never experienced this before where I'm like craving greens, like my body wants them. And so, I'm trying to get creative and figure out ways to provide that for myself without purchasing them from the grocery store, because I don't want to do that. If I can raise these things sustainably and organically in my own home, I'd much rather do that than purchase them shipped from somewhere in the grocery store. No, thank you. So here I have a mixture of composted manure and seed starting mix. I could have just done the manure, but the manure that I have is very coarse, and we are, sprouting seeds here. So I added a little bit of seed starting mix to kind of have it not be so coarse, and kind of add a little bit more fine fluffiness to it. And this looks fine. I think the mung beans especially would be just fine in this soil. This is what it looks like. Kind of coarse, but not too bad. I'm not sure how densely I should sow these, but I'm imagining probably pretty densely. Here's what they look like. These are the mung beans. Let's see if I can, there we go. These are the mung beans. So, I think I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle them in here. I don't think I have to worry too much about spacing them because if you've ever seen, I'll insert some pictures of microgreens here. They're pretty densely planted, and then they get harvested when they're just an inch or two tall. So I don't think I have to worry too much about them being spaced out. All right, and then these are the radish seeds. Let's see if I can show you. They're little guys. And I've heard that radish microgreens are spicy. They've got like a little spice to them, which makes sense because radishes themselves can be a little that way. And I'm excited. I think I'm thinking I will eat these raw, but I was also thinking if I can get enough of them going, perhaps I could do some cooking with them. And I think the radish microgreens would be really fun to put in some dishes. All right, you guys, and that's it. I'm gonna cover them with a little bit more soil just to kind of lightly cover them. And then I'm probably going to bottom water these. I have heard that bottom watering your microgreens is better. I know that it is anyway, just for regular starting seeds. I bottom water usually. That's why I have these trays so that I can bottom water. By the way, okay, fun fact. I have 2 of these basil plants. I planted these in the beginning of December, and I don't even eat them. Their sole purpose is for me to come in here when I'm sad and smell it. And it literally makes me feel better. I waste electricity keeping this light on all winter long so that I can come in here sometimes and smell this. So that's why I'm kind of like, if I'm gonna have this light on anyway, I might as well plant some microgreens. Isn't that funny? Oh my gosh. And I mean, I have harvested, like you can see here where I harvested some and I've got new leaves coming up right here. So I mean, and I've got some new growth down here at the bottom. And then this is great because these are established and I'll plant these outside once the last frost has passed. But I just like smelling them. Oh, a gardener trying to survive January. All right, guys. So anyway, I just wanted to come and kind of share with you that I was doing this really quick, easy video. But if you are like me and you're just like craving greens, but you don't really want to buy nasty lettuce from the grocery store, microgreens are a great, really affordable option because I bought these bags of seeds from Azure Standard and they're big. The mung beans are 5 pounds and the radish is a 1 pound. And I don't remember, maybe I should look up for you how much I paid for them. The bag of mung beans was $13, but that was for the 5 pound bag. You don't have to get that big of a bag. And the 1 pound bag of radish seeds were $10. So 20 bucks on seeds. And then this is just an old container that I had. I didn't buy that. And then just like whatever soil. So it's a pretty affordable project. And microgreens are really easy to start. You don't really need anything special. Don't need to do anything special. Maybe a light, but you could possibly get away with it in a sunny window. And you're only growing them for just this big, like a couple of inches, 2-3 inches, nothing crazy, and then you eat them. And you can rotate them, like I said. So I'll start, once this container sprouts, I'll start another container. So then by the time this one is 2-3 inches and I'm harvesting it, I've already started the other one and it's already sprouted. Does that make sense? And I'll just go back and forth. So really easy. I wish I would have done it. We're almost at the end of January. I should have done this a few weeks ago. But Jess's video was what did it for me. When I started salivating, watching her eat those broccoli starts, I was like, okay, point taken, let's do this. So I wanted to share it with you. Very easy. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't. And as these babies sprout and I harvest them, I will include you in that so that your mouth can water watching me eat my microgreens. Awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Have faith and keep moving forward. Bye.